This is how you have.
What up, YouTube? Doing a mic check. Audio sounds good. Music's a little loud. Over on the YouTube world, what we're doing today is just answering your guys' questions. If you have any questions about what camera gear you should look into buying, or if you're thinking about buying a camera, let me know what you have in mind and we'll look at it together. I'll answer any questions for you. Just let me know what your budget is, if you have a budget, or what you're thinking about shooting. All right, so I need to set this up because I have one angle, this one, that I think I can make this one better. Let's make this one better. Move this off to the side for a second. Let's see, this guy. So let's add the R window capture, video capture. Let's add the R10 vertical here. Okay. Let's rotate this clockwise and then make it tiny. And then I want to turn this one off. And I think this looks better, don't you guys? I think this looks better, right? A little off to the side. Yeah, I think so. And now when I switch over, R50 top down, this one, and then R50 main. Perfect. Cool. It's too clear, I can't. That's funny. Cast the 5 viewers over on YouTube. Wow. Pretty amazing. We'll see what that looks like. Yeah, so pretty much all that we do here is we just answer your questions. If you happen to have any about a camera that you're thinking about purchasing, or you want to upgrade, or you're thinking about lenses, you're thinking about gear, lights, all that kind of stuff, feel free to leave a comment, participate in the chat. TikTok is starting to join here in a little bit. Oh, that's one thing I needed to do. I do want to get the chat, because over on YouTube, the chat is a lot quieter, but on TikTok, it keeps rolling through. So I want to share the combined chat view on YouTube so that you guys can see it as well and kind of interact. I'll do that tomorrow. Let me put that on my list. 6 viewers on YouTube. All right. Yeah, how many of you guys are content creators? Just content creators, or most of you guys just photographers, videographers? What do we do? 37. Add chat to YouTube. So it scrolls. Heather, what up, Heather? Heather's asking, would you be willing to look at my new website I just made? Yeah, Heather, send it over. Send it to me in a DM. Right now, I don't got much going on, so happy to take a look at your stuff. Yeah, send it right over. Have I looked at your website before? Let's see. Do that, and then let's take a look at this. Please follow me. Why? Yeah, Heather, send me a DM, Heather, on TikTok, and I'll get it. I think I just got it. Let me see. Take my picture. Profile, messages. Control copy. All right, let's check it out. Pixie set. All right. I'm your follower. Thank you. Thank you for following. Hidden 92 photography. All right, cool. Is this just a portfolio page? So what kind of feedback are you looking for, Heather? A lot of baseball, hockey. It's a portfolio page and the booking website as well. But if you could do some brief review on it. Sure thing. So looking at it just at a glance, I would probably organize these in a way that make a little bit of sense. So this one's clearly hockey, right? It's a great picture. Oh, see? It's clearly a hockey picture. Right? So I'd probably, and most of this stuff is baseball, so I'd make sense of this. I'd make like the top row or the top 2 rows black and white if you wanted to, or color. Just kind of keeping it thematic, you know? The pictures are cool though. This one is not my favorite because he's like totally off center. You know, if I split this right down the middle, he's not very he's not center. So I probably would reframe the same with this one. The photos are clean though. This one's okay because you balanced it out with this plate over here. This one kind of works. Yeah, so the photos are clean. Ooh, look at these. The lighting on this one was... Did you use natural light? Looks like some hard lighting over here. Not doing reviews today. I'm just doing a quick website review while people were joining the live right now. Yeah, overall it looks great. I would just make it put together so that it made sense a little bit more. So organize the photos by sport and then by the type of edit. So if you're gonna keep black and white, keep black and white, and then like kind of transition into color, and then organize it by sport, you know, so baseball, softball, hockey, you know, and so on, and kind of keep it like so that it like kind of speaks the same language, you know. And yeah, and then only add your best pictures, right? Yeah, it looks good though. The photos are great. I'm gonna check out your booking thing. Services offered, media day, portraits and events. These are cheap, dude. These are cheap. Sport media, yeah, this is crazy. Is it $50 per person or for the team? Yeah, it was some crappy flash that I had for the team. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Is that normal? This should at least be like $500. $250 minimum. Yeah, this should be $500 for the team. Yeah, that's crazy. Game covers, this is wild as well, dude. This should be $100. Portraits and events, this needs to be $150, $200. Easy. Yeah, prices are way too low. Just starting out with that type of photography, so I don't want to overcharge. You're undercharging. You also don't want to undercharge. This is wild. Because what's going to happen here is, there is a balance. I get it. You're just getting started and you're kind of like weary about what to charge. But you also don't want to undercharge because they're going to be looking at these prices like $50. Really? How, I don't know. This doesn't seem like legit, What lens would you recommend for the R8? Depends on what you want to shoot. Depends on what you want to shoot. Yeah, it really depends on what you want to shoot. I like the 35. I just got the 45 for the R8. So, yeah, Heather, I would bump these prices. These prices are wild, dude. Especially for the kind of photos that you do. Like these right here. Dude, if you delivered a game coverage of photos like this dude, for $50, like no way, dude. No way. I could see maybe also the last thing that I said was working on some edits, centering them up a little bit, but these are fire, dude. Yeah. Your work should at least be in the 3 digits. At least. At least be in the 3 digits. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, back to it. Let's see. What lens? Where can I make my website for free? There's a lot of websites where you can make a free portfolio, like a trial kind of thing. I use a Squarespace. It's been a long time since I've used the free website, but maybe somebody else in the chat actually has done it. Usually with a free portfolio like that one, you have to use their .com. And then if you want to upgrade, you get your own .com. But I just use Squarespace, and I pay for a domain. I pay for my own .com and stuff like that. Heather, where was that website from? Pixieset, right? So let's take a look at Pixieset. Let's see what Pixieset has to offer. There's a couple. I know that there's a couple. So, yeah. Pixieset, I've seen a lot of people use Pixieset. So just create a portfolio or create an account. I also use PicTime. PicTime is one that I use, client galleries. And then, of course, more advanced features, come with payment with like a store and stuff like that. I use PicTime also as like a delivery thing. So like people can choose pictime.com. So this is another one. So Pixieset, PicTime. If it loads for whatever reason. Over on the YouTube world. Hello, YouTube. I added some new sound effects. Heather, I used Pixie because it allowed me to have my portfolio plus being able to book everything. Yeah, for sure. So what the hell is this? PickTime? Did PickTime change their thing? I think PickTime is different. There it is. It's this one. PickTime is another one. And this is what I use for my stuff, but just as a delivery thing. But they all kind of work the same, really. So between those two, I know PickTime. I'm familiar with it. How do I get to just the .com? Because that's my account. PickTime. Pricing. No, that's my dashboard. Maybe if I do an incognito window. Let's do an incognito window. But Pixie Set sounds pretty, I mean, it sounds pretty good. That's probably what I would go for. There we go. You can start for free, see? Not doing reviews, Gabe. Not doing reviews, buddy. I think I missed a bunch of comments here. What's the best way to get into sports photography in high school? Just get out there and shoot, man. Thank you very much. I gotcha. I'm a little undereducated, but can you tell me what's the difference between EF and RF lenses? It's the mount, Finn. The mount that attaches to the camera. One of them is an RF and the other one's an EF. RF is newer. How much is Squarespace? I don't even know. I don't even know how much Squarespace is. $20 a month, $30 a month, something like that. Yeah, I would definitely shop. And then you got to pay for the domain name, you know, so there's some other cost, but I get my own .com, right? Yeah, so I have Squarespace as my own .com. And yeah, it's a pretty cool website builder. Squarespace is a little bit, it's, you know, it's not just a photo delivery service. So, and then you can also send invoices. Yep. I just got the R6 Mark III. Any tips on how to start looking for bookings? What do you want to shoot, bro? You got to get a portfolio. The first thing that you got to do when you want to start getting business is have a portfolio to show. So like the steps are when you're trying to get hired. By the way, guys, give me a quick audio check. I was messing around my audio today and my music, trying to make sure that you guys have a clear sounding stream. Perfect audio, cool. So the first thing, you have a camera and you want to start getting like paid to use your camera. The number one thing that you got to do is start creating dedicated socials for your photography business. So that means not using your personal social media. Just create a brand new account, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, all of that stuff. Secure the @. So that you have, like, if you want your business to be named, what do you want it to be named? Forever Photography, or Destiny Portraits, or whatever you want to call your business. Make sure that you have your. Did you start out with Squarespace? I did start out with Squarespace. How can I help someone spend their money? How can you help someone spend their money? Audio is fine. Thank you. Yeah, this didn't change. I wanted my colors to change. That sucks. Color username. Maybe I need to change the theme. App primary theme. Let's do that. Detrider, what do you mean? Yeah, so do you have a portfolio? Who asked me that anyways? Renzo, what up, Renzo? Is the 28-70 good all-rounder lens for both photography and video full frame? No, not with that aperture, dude. The variable aperture sucks, man. Kyle Orlando. Yeah, Kyle Orlando, do you have a portfolio, bro? That's number one. Teo Shapin. Let's say I want to do portraits. How do I find people to shoot for you to start my portfolio? Just start asking people. Literally, just start asking people. Yeah, start asking people, start asking friends and family, start doing portfolio. Start creating that portfolio with people that you know. Asking people, hey, do you know anybody, that would want a portfolio? I mean, I'm sorry, that would want a portrait taken. You got to start talking to people. Beverly Jolene, what up, Beverly Jolene? That's how I started. Yeah, free wedding engagement. Yeah, offering your services for free. But come out with like some intentionality, It's like, hey, can I take your pictures? Like, it's a little weird. So you got to start, small. Did you start out with Squarespace? I did start out with Squarespace. My website is TMB Visual Media is this right here. This is my website. Creative strategy and stunning visuals for your growing business. So I'm trying to target small business owners that have like products and services to sell. And I probably should update my website, but this is like the front page. It's very, very simple. I want them immediately to book a call with me, right? It's like, hey, oh, I changed this earlier. I need to put that back. I need to do that right now, actually. Because I was messing with it. I was doing something. Calendly. I'm glad I didn't erase it. I was... Calendly. So my link is broken because... There we go. Turn on. Copy link. Turn off this one. And then turn on this one. Perfect. Let's see if it works now. Boom. So when people go to my Calendly link and they want to call me, they want to contact me, something that I only send people to my website through already dedicated channels and word of mouth. And I tell them, hey, book a call with me here. This leads them to a calendar link where they can select a time and a date. And I'll talk to them for 30 minutes to see if it's a good fit. I don't include any pricing on my website, but I do include links to my other social platforms, my Instagram, so people can see that I'm a real person, some of the work that I've done previously. And that's how it all kind of ties together. My YouTube channel. It's like, hey, I know how to make I remember this. I know how to make videos. People can see me, all that kind of stuff. So people know that I'm a real person, right? What is your budget for a camera? Okay. All right. I'm gonna drop a follow. I'll be back. I'll come back later. Remember me. I'll try. I'll try. Kind of a quiet date tonight. What is it? Saturday night, 9 p.m. Is it early? I don't think it's too early. Mm-hmm. Bustle Dome, awesome setup you have made for yourself. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Been working on it for a little while. Early, I'm hitting the club up before 9 p.m. though. Hitting the club up. Do people still say that? I'm gonna hit the club. I'm too old for the club. Toronto EOS R50V with the 17-40. Is there a cheaper lens for complete beginners? Yeah, yeah, sure there is. It's the this lens right here, actually. I was just updating this. This lens right here, the 18 to 50. Whether you're on TikTok or you're on YouTube, you can find my link in bio in my profile page. And then you can also on YouTube, you can find it. It's one of the first links in my description for this live. This 18 to 50 f2.8 from Sigma is really, really nice. Women love their picture taken there. Yeah, they certainly do. They certainly do. Good morning from South Africa. Good morning. What would you say the 18 to 50 is? It's a good all-rounder. It's a good all-rounder. Practically good for everything, man. Yeah, I'm using it right now as this top-down shot for like, this is the 18 to 50 right now. And I'm using it for like top-down shots. This is 50 millimeters, and then I can zoom it out to like 18. So whenever I'm like showing products on my desk, I just kind of go to it and boop. I think you can kind of see it right here. Yeah, it's like right here. Yeah, the 18 to 50 is nice. I have a 6700 first cam with the 18 to 50, understanding it all. Yeah, this is a great lens. This is a great lens. It is cheaper than the one that I suggested, the 17 to 40. So, because that one's 1,000. But truthfully, I think that unless you need the reach, the 18 to 50 millimeter reach, that other lens is totally worth the $300, the $300 extra dollars. That's this lens right here. Sigma 17 to 40 f 1.8 art. Really great lens. Leica M11, next question. What about the Leica M11? That's a crazy, is that the one that's like 7,000? That one's like insanely expensive, isn't it? Woo-wee! Damn. Look at this, guys. Crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna own a Leica one day. I'll definitely own a Leica one day. 6700 or ES R50V? Definitely the 6700. Classic 1984. Hi. Or maybe this one. There we go. What's your most expensive lens I should buy for my R100? What are you trying to shoot, Jeremiah? Hasselblad is 7K. Yeah, Hasselblad is 7K. I wouldn't buy a Hasselblad either. I definitely would buy a Leica. Hey, YouTube, 9 viewers. Brother, is it this one? Brother. There we go. What's going on over there, guys, over on the YouTube world? All we're doing here is just basically looking at cameras together. You guys ask me questions about what you're thinking about buying, and I'll let you know if it's a good idea. Try to answer your question as best as possible. Try to look at prices, try to look at other options, and just kind of workshop whatever it is that you're thinking about purchasing. Jeremiah, sports mainly. On the R100, probably get the 18 to 50. The 18 to 50 would be nice. This guy right here. Sony 6700 versus the Lumix S9. Probably the 6700. I was looking at the Lumix the other day. The Lumix S9. I hate the grip. Yeah, I would totally get the this is more of a like, hey, walking around kind of camera, in my opinion. It looks cool, but where is it? B&H photo, here it is. I want to check out the specs. 6K 30, 420, 10-bit recording, not 422. The only reason I would get the Lumix S9 for real, even though I really like it, I like the idea of it, I should say. I don't necessarily like, it's expensive, but the grip on it looks awful. I'd have to get a case for it. And the other reason is because I would like it in like crimson red or olive or mint green. These colors look cool to me. Yeah, or the crimson red looks really nice. Hello, what's your take on the Sony DS? I don't even know what lens that is, what camera that is. What camera is that? Let's take a look at it. DCX Cybershot, budget friendly, point and shoot camera. I don't know. DSW800. Looks like it's just a point and shoot to me. No longer available. I have a 24-105 and 70-200. I was asking. Thanks for the advice. You have that on the R100? I record ads for service-based businesses, recommendations anywhere 2 to 3K camera range. What do you have right now, Brian Carnero? People saying the new iPhone 17 is just like buying. Those people are high. Those people are high and drunk, and you shouldn't let them watch your children. 17 to 40 worth the $300 price difference? Yes, definitely. Thoughts on the new Tamron 35 to 100 F? Oh, I saw that. Would it dethrone? Yeah. It would be a compliment to the 17 to 40, I think. For real. The 17 to 70 is still gonna have its place, but the 35, even the, what is it, the 35 to 150 f2 to 2.8, that one's still really cool. I use a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Okay, cool. And you have a budget of 2 to 3K. I would probably do something like an R8 with a couple of STM lenses. That's what I would do, Brian. So I would do a Canon R8. Actually, here it is. I would do this. These are all the cameras that I own, by the way. I would do a Canon R8. Where is she? Is she in here? Canon R8. I would do a Canon R8 right here. Bam. And then I would do the lens that I would do with this. I would do a couple because you have some extra dollars. I would do something like a 35 and a 24 and something like this lens. And you should be right around 2K with this. Or the 28 to 70 is also available. 28 to 70 f2.8. But I still like the primes. With this and then that R8, you're gonna be at like two grand, 2.5. Yeah, the Canon R8 is good for videos, for sure. It's a full frame camera, great sensor. Yep, and I've used it as a vertical rig. Actually, on my website. Where's my website at? Did I pull my website up? Where was is it this one? No. Pixie set business. I had my website up. On my website, you can see I'm using the this right here, this camera right here that you see this vertically. That's the Canon R8 that I was doing on this shoot right here. So I set it up in a vertical rig all the time. For a complete noob, Canon or Sony, or does it not matter? I don't think it really matters. If you don't have a lot of money for lenses, though, I would go with Sony. Sony AX7R5. What the fuck is that? A7R5, I presume. A7R5 is great, Xander. What's the best value for money in the Sony A6K lineup? Probably the 6400 or the 6700, I think. Comment over on YouTube. All right. I shoot studio portraits, birthdays, PR portraits, and sometimes conceptual pictures. I also shoot outdoor portraits. Getting into shooting corporate events, and I want to shoot video as an addition. Sick. You should get an R6, bro. An R6 Mark II or R6 Mark III. Tamron 17 to 70 for the Sony ZV-E10. Jay on track. Thumbs up, dude. Is the A7C II worth it for portraits? Hell yeah, Corey. How much for your website? I don't know. How much my website costs? It's through Squarespace, so whatever they charge, I pay for the year, I think. And then I have a .com and an email, so I don't know, $500, $600 for the year. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. R3, hell yeah, dude, R3, thumbs up. I think the R3 Mark II is around the corner though. Xander, I need a new bag, not too big, not too small. Actually, I just added a bag. PGY Tech sent me a bag recently. Where is it? Here we go. PGY Tech has been sponsoring my my content for a little while. They sent me this bag right here. It's a 16 liter. Is that the one I forget? Let me check. They just sent this to me, I think last month. I think that's the one that's on the thing. I didn't know mine was 16 liter. I thought this was like 20 something. It is small though, but it holds its shape. It opens in the back. I don't really have a use for it. I might give this away to like my brother or something, but it has side access. It's weather, not, is it waterproof? I think it's waterproof. What would you say above the R8, like 2K, R6 Mark II? Yeah, R6 Mark II. Yeah, that's this bag right here. The one that I just showed you. But the R6 Mark II is really nice. That's about 2,000, and that's a really nice option too. R6 Mark II. Here we go. Look, check this out. R6 Mark II, 2K. The R6 Mark III did recently come out. I used to own this camera, but I got rid of it because I got the R6 III. But I had this camera for a year. Loved it. But when the R6 Mark III came out, I sold my R6 Mark I, R6 Mark II, and got the R6 III. Best lens for the R6 just depends on what you're doing with the R6. Like, I really love the STM lenses, you guys. The STM lenses are really nice. Really nice. R3 or R8? What? R3, dude. What would you say above the R8? I answered that. Could you give me suggestion for improving my Instagram? I'm not Juan Bacon. I'm not doing reviews right now, buddy. I actually am starting a one-on-one reviews. If you guys are interested in that, if any of you guys are interested in that, you guys can find more info in my link in bio. Feel free to check it out, but I'm not doing reviews for free anymore. Toronto, have you ever bought used body lenses? I All of my cameras have been brand new. I have bought used lenses. WRC Productions haven't figured out how to stream on. Get a capture card, dude. The FX3 might not have the ability to be used as a webcam. You might need to use the HDMI, not the USB-C. Let's find out. I'll find out because that's curious. FX3. FX3. But let's actually ask, what is the name of the tech needed to stream a video feed from USB-C? Because there is like UVC. You need the FX3 needs to have what's called a USB-C UVC. So now let's go to an FX3 and see if it has UVC. Invisible Hawk Soso. What is the one lens you would take with you every time? 28 to 70 f2. Okay, more details. I feel like I should go to Sony's website for this though. Video recording, steady focus, quality, improved effects. So I'm looking for something that says USB-C UVC. So let's go to Sony because if it doesn't have that, then it doesn't have it. Imaging. Cinema line. Have a glance at the R6 III as a Sony shooter. I'm really impressed. Have a glance? I own the R6 III. Oh, you said you're a Sony shooter and you had a chance to look at the R6 III? Yeah, it's really nice, man. Is it this one? It's this one, right? Features. All right, so I'm looking for USB-C UVC, guys. That's what we're looking for, all right? Can you use Elgato Camlink external capture card? I can, yes. Yeah, the Camlink. Specifications. Camera section. Reviews and see more. I always thought that 12 megapixels is crazy, but that's really what it gives. What gives it its and 15 stops of dynamic range is crazy. Metering, focus system, general, lens mount, power. Yes, available with USB-C terminal, USB power delivery, internal playback. All right, interface. Multi-micro USB TC, a dedicated adapter cable sold separately. Of course it is. Multi-micro USB terminal. Okay. Oof, dude, it doesn't say UVC, bro. Well, let's just ask Google, right? Does the FX3 support UVC? It says it does. Sony Creator Cloud UVC. So I didn't see anywhere on the documentations that it had UVC, but Google is saying that it has it. So either I still think you might have the wrong cord, bro. Can you use the Elgato Cam Link to go live? Yeah. Yeah, I'm using an Elgato product right now, not the Cam Link, but I've used the Cam Link to go live. I got a Nikon D51. Is it still good? I don't know about that older Nikons really. Best laptop to buy? What are you doing with it, Mins? Doesn't the C50 have a USB-C UVC? I thought it does, yeah. The C50 definitely does. Most newer cameras do, like ones that were made within the past couple of years, definitely do. If you had to choose just one APS-C lens for the Sony, what would it be? I really like these Sirui lenses, guys. These Sirui lenses are really nice. These lenses right here, I'm really digging them. I like all of them. If I could pick one, it would definitely be the 23 f1.2 though. YouTube, hey YouTube, 10 viewers. Wow, again, dude. Do we have applause? Yeah. This is the second time in a row that the YouTube viewers have been higher than than TikTok. Usually it's the complete opposite. Thanks for looking into it. I'll keep trying different cords. Yeah, you gotta get the right cord, bro. By the way, you could have done what I just did, right? Are you just plugging shit in and just seeing what works? Yeah, you got to get like a data cable. Did the FX3 come with a cable? My Canons came with like dedicated USB-C like data cables. But then again, Sony is Sony. What's your take on the Nikon D7550? No take on the Nikon D750. No take. Yeah, definitely the Sirui lens. They're really nice, dude. Like I said, I have the whole set, but these are really, really nice. Oh, and it has blue markings. They're just cool, dude. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. Over on YouTube land, what are you guys up to? What kind of content do you guys make? Do you even create content? Ever since I changed my thumbnail over on the YouTubes, which I did that today, it's been better. It's been better. Why are you looking for Sony S if you shoot Canon? To be honest, I just did the jump from Sony to Canon. It's so worth. The only annoying thing is the codecs. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about with Sony. I was thinking about buying a FX30, but I didn't want to spend $2 grand on something that I wasn't sure. So I ended up buying the this camera here, the ZVE-10 II. That's the one that I just showed you. It wasn't $1,200 though. It was $1,000. They went up in price. Because I wanted to like dip my toes in it. I wanted essentially the best, cheapest Sony that I could buy that I would still use. And this is the one that I came down to. After owning this Sony, this one, I'm really curious about the ZVE-1. That one looks really cool. And I'm also interested in the A7CR. That one looks really cool too. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. But essentially, Ali Trot 1661. That's why I gave it a whirl, gave it a try. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I did learn a lot. I learned that Sony really likes to nickel and dime their customers, which is such a shame. But I also learned that they have to do that if they want to remain competitive. All Sony cameras. So if you put up a Canon camera next to the Sony camera equivalent, the Sony cameras are always $200 to $300 more expensive. And they don't necessarily have any better features than the Canon equivalent. So Sony cameras as a whole are more expensive than Canon cameras. The R50V is a great option too. I bought it within the flip that I did. Yeah, I have two of those cameras. Two of the R50Vs. I'm using one right now for the top down. That's what this one is. And then I have one that I use as my everyday carry. Yeah, this one is really, really nice. I use this all the time. Yeah, this one. This is in the R8 used to be my most recommended camera. The R8 used to be my most recommended camera, but I decided to swap it out for this one, the R50V. It's just such a great, it's $600, dude. You really can't beat it. You just can't beat it, dude. I moved from an EOS R to an XT5 as a hobbyist with an occasional professional shoot. I like it more as a single camera solution. What's your opinion? That Fujifilm is sick, dude. The Fujifilm, I think you made a good call. That's exactly why I would get a Fujifilm, for that exact reason that you just said. Just as like, hey, I want to take really awesome pictures. I don't really want to worry about it ever, and I want to actually get paid for it sometimes. Like, not always. So yeah, that's great, dude. That's exactly right. This one, right? Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful camera, dude. 40 megapixels, like what, dude? 4K 60, what? 10-bit video, what? IBIS, what? Yeah, this is a magical camera for sure. Yeah, that's a great choice. What lens do you recommend for sports? I only have like $300. Nothing really. Something used, and then something in the EF lineup. But I think you should probably save your $300, dude. You should save your $300 and wait till you get like 700 or 1,000. If you spend your $300, you're just gonna waste it. If you are gonna spend your $300, definitely buy used. What's your opinion on the Fujifilm hype? I want an X-T5. Fujifilm, there's no hype, dude. It's real. The Fujifilms are cool. Except the gimmicky ones, like the new one that came out that like you hold like this, that you like look through like this through a viewfinder. That one's a little gimmicky. That's for like parties and stuff, you know? Hey, YouTube. YouTube's coming online. Thanks, YouTube. 11 viewers over there. All right, 10 viewers on TikTok. All right, we're coming up. We're coming up. 18 to 50, 2.8 Sigma and the 35. Nice. Yeah. You would probably like Marker Jake Net. Maker Jake Net. Maker. You'd probably like the 17 to 40 Sigma. That's a really nice lens. They make it for the what is it? Is it the X mount? I recommend a job. Facts, dude. Used Sigma EF lens. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Pixis 6K and 12K. Such a great combo for my work and surprisingly really versatile for docs, run, and gun. Dude, tell me about the Pixis, bro. I know somebody that has the Pixis 6K, they're a much better video. Like that's what they do. And their stuff is really, really cool, man. I shoot with an R6 III and an R5 II, one for hybrid use and the other one for soccer, basketball, and handball. Yeah, I rock a R6 III and an R5 II combo, but lately what I've been doing is I've been using the R6 Mark III and my my C50. And my C50, this guy right here. Because they have essentially the same sensor. So I'm using one for like video production, run and gun video, and then for the other, the R6 Mark III, I'm using it for photos. But truthfully, I kind of like the photos out of the R5 Mark II. The half one is a little gimmicky too. That one's kind of fun though. It's expensive. Did you see the price on that one? The Fujifilm X half. Fujifilm. I was surprised by how expensive it was. But I was like, I get it, dude. Look at this fucking thing, dude. $850. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Crazy. I'll check it out. I've been looking at a 23 or 27 just for portability. The 23 Pancake is really cool too. Yeah, and that one's a super cheap one too. Like, you know, throw it in your pocket kind of thing. I'd like a Panasonic. Yeah, that's nice. Want to get a 20mm Sirui anamorphic autofocus for my trip to Alaska, just to get silly with it. Yeah, that'd be cool. Lenses are fun, dude. Lenses are definitely fun. I'd rather get an XE4. Insanely expensive for what it is. Yeah, but you know, Fuji from time to time will release little cameras like this. These are just meant for like, I don't even know, like just for shits and giggles is kind of what I want to say, right? It's a little analog. It has a winder on it so you can take a photo like the old school film photos, you know. Pixis autofocus is crazy, like Sony level crazy. Thing is, you don't have to do some crazy rig, monitor, handle, side top, and you're good. Yeah, the Pixis is definitely nice. Thanks for the follow. Over on YouTube, if you guys aren't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you consider subbing. I'm trying to get better at these live streaming, but most of my content on my channel is mostly long form videos. I'm also always looking for new ideas for YouTube content so I can make videos. About to go to Hawaii and have the 17 to 70mm lens and a 70-300 lens, but what do you recommend for pick? Get yourself a nice little prime. What's wrong with the 17 to 70 for pictures? You want to get yourself a nice like low light prime. The R5 II is a beast. Believe it or not, I love way more than the A9 III. That was a ripoff, to be honest. The global shutter is the most overhyped BS. That's funny. Can you DM me which lens filters you recommend? Lens filters, I just go to K&F, Polar Pro. I think I have some here. K&F and lens filters. Here we go. You guys can check out the lens filters. If you're on TikTok, you can find my Amazon storefront in my profile picture, my link in bio, Amazon storefront. And then if you're on YouTube, you can find my Amazon storefront in the first link in the description. And there you can find all of the things that I've purchased and all of the gear that I recommend. I literally own all of this stuff right here. Polar Pro is really great. What you see these filters with that you're watching me with right now are all black mist diffusion filters from K&F. That's what gives my my cameras this like glowy kind of look. Maybe you won't see it here, but if I turn this, you see like that glow, that like kind of halation. Oh, you can see it on the blue. Those are black mist filters. Pro tip. Pro tip. Oh, actually, maybe this might be a clip. Should this be a clip, guys? Could this be a clip? We'll see. Let's see if I can do this. What do I want to say? What do I want to say? Pro tip. Instead of buying filters, instead of buying a bunch of expensive filters for each of your individual lenses, what you need to do instead is buy these things right here. They're called step-up rings. Just buy the step-up ring that is for your filter size, and then buy all expensive filters in the largest. I want to simplify that. I'll have to think of that. Think about that. I'll come back to it. Hola, Shara Nicole, what up? I'll come back to that idea. Didn't know if it was any good. Nothing wrong with the 17, just taking it out and try pics. Call me Cap. Yeah, I get it though, wanting to take a dedicated photo lens. I would do like a 35, or if you're on a crop sensor, a 35. If you're on a full frame, a 50 millimeter, something cheap, you know. Have you seen the Kalari in-body filters? I have not. I tried live streaming for a bit, but I don't think I have enough subs to really get it going. Yeah, I mean, I'm building. So I just started going live on YouTube last weekend, and I've been going live periodically. But on TikTok, I've been going live since November, and that's really started to like kind of grow over time. But now, just recently, last weekend, I started multi-streaming, so. Depends on your work. Don't overpay something if you return its value, and if you're a hobbyist, an R8 would be great. Bloom, yeah, halation and bloom, exactly. The ND stuff is so confusing to explain out loud. The ND stuff? I have a bunch of ND filters. The ones that I like for ND are just basically like ND 2 to 32. These ones right here. I have them right here, I think. Variable. Yeah, ND 2 to 32. So when I buy ND filters, you can get stronger ones, but these are my favorite ones, and the ones that have hard stops. And then just get the 82 millimeter. That's what I usually do. And then just buy step-up rings like these right here. Got a bunch of windows open here, guys. Does memory card brand matter? It does. It does. Only use reputable brands. The ones that I use are Lexar, Angelbird, and that's it. Those are the ones that I like. The iceberg can be a little too bright. Yeah, you definitely need an ND filter for like snow and stuff like that. That's a lie. You don't need 500 followers. No, I've gone live with a bunch of different 3 different accounts, and most of them, including this one that I'm on right now. I started going live before I had 500 followers, for sure. For sure. Yes, another thing I wanted to vent about, when I switched from the A9 III to the R5 II, I figured how Sony have the best autofocus is a myth. Action priority is something from, yeah, action priority is pretty good. the thing, you know what I learned when I from going from a Sony, well, I have Canon and then using the Sony for a little while, is people do say that the Sonys have really incredible autofocus, and it is great, but in my opinion, I know you can probably control this, it was too like robotic. Like whenever I was focusing or it was trying to focus, it would be like toot, 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 toot. It was a little too jarring. It didn't have, how do I want to call it, like natural fall off. So it didn't, like whenever it was trying to focus on something, it didn't really have, is that the right way to say it? Am I making sense? It didn't fall off into the focus point. It was very like doot, 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 you know, very robotic. So was it good? Yeah. You know, the one thing I can say about Sony though is that it does have the product showcase mode, which was really cool. AF speed ramping. Yeah. Ramping or focus breathing? No, it wasn't the focus breathing. I think you're right. AF speed ramping. It was too like, it wasn't very natural looking. And again, I could probably control that, but just out of the pocket, it was a little too. I didn't like it. Yo, this Lumix right here, this one looks nice, dude. You guys see this Lumix right here? He added all this other shit though. He added like a viewfinder, and he added a little grip because this camera has to have a grip on it. It does look cool though. If I were to buy this camera, if I had unlimited money, I would buy this camera for sure. I'd probably buy like a red one. The pink one would be cool to buy, just to have it, you know, with like a little simple lens. I like this mint one. This mint one is cool too. I almost got the Lumix instead of the XT5, but I think I made you did. 40 megapixels, dude, and it's $2,000. Yeah, that Fuji's sick, man. Wow, TikTok is really quiet today. No worries. Hanging out with my YouTube peeps today. This is the view that that TikTok sees, by the way. So on TikTok, I have a different camera, the Canon R10, and I have it set vertically with a 23 millimeter. And then for YouTube, I have a vertical with a 16 millimeter. I got it right here, actually. My whole setup. So this is I'm using the R50 for YouTube with a 16 millimeter, and then a R10 with a 23 millimeter, and then my overhead shot right here is a R50V with a 18-50. You pray for Sigma RF glass? Full frame? I think it'll come. It'll come. If Canon opens its mount to anybody, full frame wise, it's gonna be Sigma. It'll probably be about a year, maybe 2 years away though. It's gonna be a little while. The fact that they opened it up for the crop sensor though was a godsend. Those Sigma primes are awesome. Oh, the Sigma primes are tremendous, dude. Tremendous. Yeah, the Sigma primes are really, really nice. Which one of you guys was the one that said that you tried going live? What kind of content do you guys make? Chess. There's rumors that Canon will finish this year to enrich its telephoto lens. Q2 2027, they will open it. That sounds about right. I don't think this year, because I think they have a lot of cameras dropping this year. They got the R8, the R7, the R3 that are all getting refreshes. So they probably not 2026. 2027 sounds right though. But it'll be like the 24 to 70, right? It'll be like a couple. It'll be a trickle. But it'll be definitely welcomed, you know? Mm-hmm. I do hobby, electronics, car stuff. Sick, dude. Dynasty 9000 chess. Okay. DIY and fixing stuff. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. And that's the kind of lives that you were trying to do? What were you using for your lives? What kind of cameras? Lumix S9. Oh, okay, cool. On Lumix 24 to 60. Dynasty, do you like the Lumix S9? I was just looking at that camera earlier. When Sony A7S4 FX3, probably this year. Probably this year for sure. They have to. Same with the FX30 and also the Ace. Yeah, I think it'll be this year. The S9 was cheap? I don't think the S9 was cheap. The S9 was $2,000. That's not cheap. $2,000? Oh no, 1,500. I think my lives were more photo and video editing or doing 3D modeling. LOL, I'm all over the place. Back when I was doing it, it was the EOS R and 24 to 70. Got it. 1,000 for the body and 1,000. Oh, okay. I don't think that the R32 is dropping. Jared Poland said it, and I know for a fact that his Canon speculations are always correct. Yeah, he's pretty good. I think it is though. I think it is. I'm not in the market for an R3 or an R1. That's not my type of camera. But they are due. They are due for a refresh. But it's been a while. I also did a series where I was learning Norwegian. Okay. All on your YouTube channel? That's cool. Which one between the A7 FX3 do you think will come first? Probably the... I don't know. They might drop at the same time. This is all speculation, by the way. 1K Studio. I didn't want to get on the same ship as Canon or Sony. Okay. Poly market bet if R3 is dropping. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not really in the R3. Like, I don't shoot that kind of photography. If I had unlimited money, I'd buy an R1 to have the flagship, you know. Yeah, to get the flagship. For those of you guys joining over on YouTube, we're just going over cameras. Let me know if you guys have any camera questions or if you are looking to buy a camera. All that we do here really is just try to answer as many questions as possible and try to help you guys make a camera purchasing decision if you need help. So let me know down in the comments on YouTube or on TikTok. I think on TikTok is kind of, there's only 3 people here on TikTok today. Kind of a slow night. YouTube, we got 11 though. Wow. Huh, unlimited money. I think I'd keep the XT5, but also add compact camera like the GFX. Yeah. Unlimited money, dude. If I had unlimited money, I'd buy so many cameras, dude. I'd buy so many fucking cameras. Yeah, I'd buy a ton. Having a full spread would just be nice, I think. Yeah. I have a lot of cameras right now though, but I would just be collecting them, you know. What's good, my man? Brother. Where's the brother? Brother. The EVF on the R1 is tremendous, but the 24 megapixel is a bit low for a flagship. Yeah, I'm okay with it though. I'm definitely okay with it. I wouldn't be buying it because I need it. I'd be buying it just because I wanted it, you know? For unlimited money, I'd buy the C80 or the C400. Yeah, I just got my first cinema camera, the C50, and like that was a big investment for me. Is the Tamron 18-300 is good for beginner? Yeah. The 18-300, it has a variable aperture, but it's still it's like beginner's dream, you know. It's a really, really wide focal length. I probably wouldn't buy it, but didn't they just make this for the RF mount? Yeah, they did. Look. Yeah, 629. I definitely have no interest in buying this lens just because of the variable aperture. But for a beginner, yeah. Is it recommended to buy MF lens since they are so cheap? If you know how to pull focus. What kind of video do you do? So you can check out my YouTube channel. I make tons of YouTube videos. So for my personal stuff, I make YouTube content. I'm a full-time content creator. I work for a firm and I do a lot of corporate stuff. So I do a lot of marketing content for them that I distribute on their social media for this law firm. Basically all that is like interviews. So I do one-person interviews where I interview them. I have multicam setups with multiple lighting setups. And that's what I do on my 9-to-5 job. And then I go live and create content for myself on social medias and YouTube. And then for freelance, I do a lot of freelance work where like creative freelance stuff and also social media marketing for brands. You can see some of my stuff here. You guys can check out my links in my link in bio. It should be a couple of the links down in my description if you're on YouTube. This is my TikTok page, my Instagram page where I do creative projects, branded projects. And then I do a lot of street photography and yeah, stuff like that. But I work full time as a content creator for a firm, so that's where I get my fix, I guess, you know. Thanks, bro. Tamron 18-300 would be crazy if you needed a super compact. Yeah, it's still kind of big though. It's still kind of big. I wish that it was like an f2.8 though, but then it would be massive. Bro, you have all the greats, buy no views. What's the problem? It's just a slow day, man. Sometimes it's a slow day. It happens. I'm not too worried about it. Help me decide. I want a Sony camera hybrid. Wanted to buy the A7S III, but is there rumors about the A7 IV? I'm afraid. Yeah, I wouldn't buy the A7S III. I'd probably wait for sure. Happy for you getting to do what you love. Yeah, man. I used to work a regular manufacturing job. I was a production manager, and I had a really great pay. And why I don't say that to brag, I say that because it was like I wanted to do my creative stuff, but because my pay was really, really good, I could never fulfill my freelance work to like be anywhere near my full-time salary. So I could never quit, you know, because I didn't want to lose on the good paying job. But over time, I was interviewing for like creative positions in content creation and like photography and like corporate environments where they could use a content creator. It's a really, really good time to be a content creator, by the way, like really, really good. And this law firm hired me in-house to basically do all of their content for them. And finally, I was able to like free myself of this nice paying uncreative job and replace it with an even better paying creative job. And now I get to be creative, play with cameras all day. It's a hybrid schedule, so I get to work from home part of the week. Yeah, it's great. Hey, bro, I just got an OM52. What do you think? I don't even know what that is. Los Blancos, what up? I'm from Seychelles. I need some advice on photography to shoot landscape and wildlife. Cool. What do you got, Los Blancos? What do you currently shoot with, broski? That's pretty good news, though, that I'm showing up. On the front page, though. That's really cool. I'm in the same spot right now. I'm an engineer. Exactly, bro. 9 to 5. I would like to start something technical, product development related. Build a YouTube to help with publicity, and then yeah, actually, you know, YouTube is fantastic, man. I asked. This is no cap. I asked my boss, my stakeholder. I asked him like, "Hey, what was your ultimate decision in like hiring me?" And he said, he said my YouTube channel. I said, what? For real. He said my YouTube channel because he was able to see that I was a real person, that I was working with cameras, that I was creating content. And he got to see my social profiles, that I was about it, and like all this stuff. And I guess everybody else that he had interviewed had none of that, you know? So even my little rinky dinky YouTube channel played a small part, or a medium part, in me securing like a creative job, you know. Canon R10 18 to 45. Okay, check out the Los Blancos. I would check out this lens right here, the Sigma, this one right here, Sigma 10 to 18. This guy right here, Sigma 10 to 18 f 2.8. I have it. Here it is. Where are you? Are you on TikTok here? Yeah, this lens right here. I'm showing it on the, let's see, right here, 10 to 18, and then I'm showing it right here. Your story is inspiring, man. I really hope that you succeed. Yeah, man, it's just a matter of time, bro. Just a matter of time. In my manufacturing job, I worked with a bunch of product engineers, dude. They were a bunch of nerds. Really cool guys, though. Yeah. Product engineers, like, they hired a lot of, like, entry-level product engineers, and it was a bit of a slug for them. Same with process engineers. But when you're in manufacturing, like, you really need process engineers, product engineers, just to like do the grunt work, you know. Henry, what up? Okay, I will definitely check it out. Yeah, this is good, Los Blancos. 10 to 18, nice and wide. You have an R10, so that would be what, like a 16 millimeter, so like nice and wide. 18 is kind of like a, what would that be, like a 27? 27, 29 millimeter. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow over on TikTok. 10 people on TikTok. What's going on, you guys, over on the TikTok world? Hey, reminder, clocks go forward before bed. Oh, yeah. We lose an hour, don't we? Uh-oh. Just call me Vader. Wow, this is some good clarity. What cam is this or lens? On TikTok, this is a Canon R10 with a 23 millimeter lens. Yo, man, Ethan, I'm looking at getting a Canon EF 70 to 200 2.8. Should I get it or should I wait for an RF? The EF is nice, Ethan. Yeah. The camera is a Canon R10. Yeah, the camera is a Canon R10. I have two cameras on this live. I have the Canon R10 with a 23 millimeter, and I have an R50 with a 16 millimeter. Luis, what up, Luis? Tamron or Sigma? I'd get the Sigma, Gabe. For sure, I would get the Sigma. I don't know if you have time, but maybe off stream, would you mind giving me feedback on thumbnails? It's something I'm not sure how to gauge how good they are. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Send me a message. Happy to do that. Watch F1. Yeah, send me a DM. I don't know what it is, but the R10 looks sharper. It's probably the lens. It's probably the lens, and I'm a little bit closer. I'm a little bit more punched in. Are you a videographer or just stream? I'm a content creator, and I do video and photos and streaming and all kinds of stuff. So content creator as a whole. Calling myself a videographer, I'd be really embarrassed to do so. Not because I just don't have the skills of a videographer, right? Like a videographer, I think of somebody that's like on set, like on a production. Definitely a content creator. I make content with my cameras. What's the financial audit for today, Caleb? That's funny. I'm the Latino Caleb. You should touch your camera. What lens is good for astrophotography? Probably something really wide. You know, I would do something like this lens actually right here. The 10 to 18. Something super wide. Or if you can find, don't they have like a 9 millimeter f2.8? That'd be really cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Oh, nice. I respect. I'll definitely be tapping with you in some stuff if all right, bet. Appreciate it, man. It's unfortunate how the digitization of cameras ended APS-H type cameras. I don't really think I have an opinion on that. Yeah, because grass for us creators are cameras. A74. Am I missing some comments? I'm a fire photo and need to take a lot of nighttime photos. Do you recommend an A7 III or a Canon 80D? Some of those chats aren't showing up over here. That's weird. Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I use OBS? Yes. Yes, the way that I have my setup stream right now, guys, actually I made a video earlier on TikTok. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I made a video, it's one of my latest videos. I think it was one of my latest videos. This one right here.
Every single live, I get the exact same.
And I just kind of went into all of the gear that I use. But essentially, what I have going on is what I have is two cameras, an R10 and an R50 going into OBS. And I have a vertical and a horizontal feed. And then I have the vertical feed, this feed right here, sending a virtual camera over to TikTok. And then I'm streaming both up to YouTube and TikTok at the exact same time. I need to see that. Yeah. Yeah, so OBS is powering most of this and then sending it out, and then that's what controls my stream decks. And then I have everything connected via a stream deck. Yeah. I'm having trouble setting it up, one on TikTok with Elgato Camlink external capture card. What kind of trouble are you having? Can you be more specific? Like, what are you trying to do? What are you using the capture card for? Is there any benefit to external recorders like an Atomos Ninja for smaller creators that don't use LUTs? Yeah, I use... It really helps, like, if you have a camera like an R5 Mark II that doesn't have an internal fan and you want to do like long format recording, like hour long, like instead of recording to the SD card and the camera overheating, you could just use the video output and record to the Atomos Ninja. That's why I have an Atomos Ninja. But when I bought it, I didn't have a dedicated cinema camera. So that's what the benefit really is. You can send a signal to the monitor and put an SD card, an M.2 SSD in it. I have one actually. So essentially, instead of like using the camera, I just send the signal to this thing, and then I record everything on a SSD here. An M.2. I think I need more light here. There we go. I can record to this thing. And then that'll keep the camera from overheating in like long periods and long durations. So that's what I used my Ninja for. Ah, that makes sense. They said I need it for my camera. Do I need to download another app along with OBS and TikTok to go live? No, I mean, you can go, unless you're multi-streaming, you could just go straight to TikTok Live Studio. Dynasty 9000. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're doing multi-streaming or you want to do some like more advanced stuff, you really don't need OBS. Why I need OBS is because I don't have a TikTok stream key, so I have to send a virtual camera over. With my S9. So what happens over here on YouTube? JFK. Oh, what's up, JFK? Good to see you, broski. Good to see you. Make sure to follow JFK. Long time no see, man. What is your budget? The Tamron 70 to 180 is full frame lens, right? Yes. With my S9, I need that. Yeah, so wait. You need OBS with your S9? I don't understand, dude. So I have one. You have one of these things, right? A cam link? Yeah, so you hook up your S9 to an HDMI, micro HDMI to HDMI, put the HDMI in this, put the cam link in your PC or your laptop, and then go to TikTok, add a camera, select cam link, and then go live. I didn't hear you, was I right? Yeah, the Tamron 70 to 180 is a full frame. WTF? What you mean, Dynasty? What are you having trouble with, broski? Thank you, brother. Hold on. Brother. Sumya, hello, bro. So I don't need OBS then? Nah, I mean, OBS is unless you're multi-streaming and going to Twitch and going to YouTube and going to other places, and like, I mean, TikTok Live Studio is a dumbed down, simplified version of OBS. You could still do scene transitions and all that kind of stuff over in OBS. I mean, not in OBS, in TikTok Studio. More YouTube comments. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna pause. Thank you, YouTube. A Tata. Hello there. I'm new to YouTube, so this is all new to me, but I'm here to watch and learn. Your equipment is very interesting. Thank you. No, just TikTok. Yeah, so all you need, bro, is this thing. This thing right here. And just hook up USB-C micro on your S9, because I was looking at the S9. Yeah, this uses a... Yeah, so you see this little HDMI thing right here? HDMI. That's a micro HDMI. Hook that to a full-size HDMI. Oops, hold on. Yeah, full-size HDMI. Put the HDMI full-size on this one. Put this into the PC. And then when you go into TikTok Studio, you select the Elgato Cam Link as your source. How is the Sony 24 to 105 Dynasty 9000? When you go live, bro, send me a link. I'll be your first viewer, bro. And with the A7 III, worth it? A7 III is worth it, sure. It's all gray. I can't click it. It's all gray. You can't click it. How many subs do you have? Have you gone live on your cell phone? Have you ever gone live on TikTok? If it's grayed out, it's because you haven't gone the cam link on TikTok. Yeah. Have you gone live on Studio yet at all using a webcam? Using a webcam? because TikTok is a little weird, and they try to yeah, so I think you need to go live a couple more times in a row. And then after you meet a couple of thresholds, then you're able to like use other features of TikTok Live Studio. Does the S9 can it be used as a webcam via the USB-C? They talking about 3 times. Yeah, have you gone live 3 times? Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Can you go live on your S9 via USB-C? I would try that. Nah. You really? I'm surprised that you can't. Ooh, they have a brown one. I'd get the brown one. Nah, far as Diego live 3 times. Yeah, so go live a couple more times. You may need to go live on your cell phone a couple times too. I remember that. At the very beginning, they limit some of the features until you've like proven yourself. Or whatever. So just go live for the next couple days in a row and then come back and see if that's been unblocked. They also got this white one. Look at this white one, dude. Some of these are clean looking, man. I do like the brown one, though. I didn't know they had a brown one. This one looks cool. Ooh, this one has a free 50mm lens. Look at this. That's a good deal. A little nifty 50. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so go live over the next couple days. You'll knock it out by the end of the weekend, I'm sure. Does it actually tell you, though, where it's grayed out? Like, hey, to use this feature, you need to go live X amount of times or whatever? Are you sure you can't go, you can't use your Lumix via the USB-C as a webcam, though? Are you sure? Did you check? The TikTok cam link. I know you said that already. What I'm saying is not use the cam link, use the USB-C on the camera and then hook up the another USB-C, the other end, to your camera as a webcam. You might have to download a Lumix webcam app or something. That's possible. Yeah. Yeah, that is possible for sure. You know what I'm going to do, Maker Jake, is tomorrow I'm going to figure out how to get the combined chat into YouTube so that people over on YouTube can see what you guys are talking about. I won't be able to do that on TikTok. I won't be able to do that on TikTok because TikTok will get mad at us. Not complying. But yeah, but what I'll do is I'll send the chat and then I'll put the chat like right here so that YouTube viewers can see what TikTok is talking about. Yeah. Normally I had an issue, well, it wasn't an issue, but when I just got started last week, I would have like today's just a slow day or tonight. Earlier this morning I had a good stream. I went live twice today. It's my second time going live today. But I usually get like 15, 12 viewers on TikTok and they're like chatting it up the entire time for like the whole 2 hours. And then YouTube is like silent, kind of like it is now. Just a couple of people. S9 straight to laptop. Yeah, via USB-C to USB-C. Exactly right. You might need a special USB-C cable though. Did your camera come with a USB-C cable? I would use whatever the camera came with.
Discover the new Lumix S9, a small, compact camera, but packed with professional-grade features, easy-to-use functions, and a sleek, colorful design. The real-time LUT function revolutionizes your content. You can apply cinematic looks directly in camera without time-consuming editing. Preview and apply professional color grades instantly, ensuring your content shines on social media. Choose from a wide range of LUTs in the Lumix Lab app, or create your own personal style. Capture what you need and crop what you don't. Get all the aspect ratios from one shot.
Oh, it shoots open
The Lumix
gate?
Lab app changes how you share. Transfer content to your smartphone seamlessly with ultra-fast Wi-Fi connection. With the Lumix S9,
if I had unlimited funds, I'd pick the brown. I'd pick up the brown one.
Its innovative features and ease of use make it the ultimate tool for content creators looking to stand out in the world of social media.
Okay, Lumix S9. Panasonic. Not bad, dude. Yes, whatever that is. Chasm Lake. Yeah. Open gate. Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah, look. It has fucking, dude, Lumix is crazy, dude. Lumix is wild, man. They have fucking open gate on a $1,500. Wow. How much? How much is this camera? This camera is $1,500, 13. That's crazy. Flexible framing using full sensor open gate. Wow. Get all the aspect ratios from one shot with helpful multiple frame markers and share your content effortlessly across open gate. Sick, dude. I don't know what that I'd open gate. Open gate is awesome, dude. You get all these aspects. You just get full use of the entire sensor. That's what it means. So this is like the 16:9 right here. This is a 16:9 here. You get the full 3x2 if you want the 3x2. You get the 1x1. Yeah, open gate is cool, dude. It would. I wonder if it overheats on you. And on Lumix, if you get this Lumix, if you get it straight from Panasonic from the website, limited time offer, they'll give you a free lens, a free nifty 50. The gold, dude. I like this gold color, dude. The gold, the black is the black is meh. Blue is cool, green is cool. I'd be crazy and get the pink one. This one's really cool. The black and gray. The white, I like the white, the pink, the green, and the brown. I like all of them except the black one. Yes, it heats up. You need a fan. Yeah. It's just so small. It's just so tiny. My 7200 G Master just came in, chat. So hype. Sick. That's fucking awesome, dude. Congratulations. Did you use it yet? Did you open it, Isaac? Did you make a reel out of it? Did you make a TikTok out of it? Send it to me, bro. Send me the TikTok. Mint chocolate chip. Yeah, the mint chocolate chip looks cool. Body is 1K. The 50mm is 500. Yeah, the price here is they got the price here for 1700 USD. Pastor Brian, what up, Pastor Brian? The Lumix S9 is cool, but I don't trust the durability. Well, I wouldn't use this in a professional setting. I definitely wouldn't use this in a... This camera is just for having fun and taking pictures of, like, you know, just having fun. I wouldn't use this on a professional setting. I did open it. It's so much heavier than the Tamron I used to use. Yeah, it's... Congratulations, Isaac. You did it, kid. You fucking did it, man. I sold like 7 of 8 of my cameras trying to figure out the next move. Low brass. Zach Marley. What's the next move, bud? What is the next move? Kept the C200, need to be able to take photos as well as multicam. R6 Mark III. Or the C50 takes photos, but I've never taken a picture with my C50. I didn't like the limited menus, but the C50 does take photos, and it's still a cinema camera. I wonder, how can I get chat in here? Can I get chat in here? How do I do that, guys? Docs, widgets, alerts, docs, chat. Show me how. Custom browser docs. Okay, stream chat. Copy link. Add to browser. Let's see, add a source here. Application audio capture browser. Is it this? Create new. Okay. URL. Okay. It worked. I wonder if I can make this like... If I can make this see-through, like transparent. Anybody over on YouTube, can you guys read that chat? I just added it real quick. I don't know if it looks the best. Yo, Osiris, what up, Osiris? Beef with the R5C? No beef. The R5C is sick. Just the C50 exists. R5C is a little too expensive, I think. I mean, the 45 the megapixels is nice though. Yeah, definitely no beef. Not that small. I don't know how to make it bigger. I think I'd have to play with it, but then it'd cover my whole face, right? And then when I switch scenes, it would go away, but I think for this scene, that would be just fine, right? I'll have to play with it, I guess, a little bit more and kind of figure it out, or see if there's like a better option. Barely. I just tried something real quick just to see what it would work. I've seen other creators do something like this, and like, yes, it is still a little hard to see, you know, but this is just kind of like, I don't know. I'd have to find a different solution, or try to find a better option for this. I just did that on the fly to see. You said barely. I'm 33, so maybe it's just me. Yeah, it definitely isn't the best option. I wish that I could make this taller. If I could make this like taller this way and make it like super long and then increase the text size, that would be cool. But so far, I'm only able to do that. I'll figure it out. It won't be today, though. What camera are you using? On TikTok, I'm using a Canon R10 with a 23mm lens. S9 won't survive. It heats up 30 minutes with a dummy battery. Yeah, it's not made for that. It's definitely not made for that. I would know that though. Like, I wouldn't have any expectation of the Lumix S9 to have that capability. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't expect that camera to do that. Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll move this one around in this orientation and then put the chat underneath me when I move things around. I've seen other creators that are fancier than me do that, so I'll do that as well. So, all right, cool. Just trying to get better at this streaming stuff, guys. Just trying to get better. You ever use ProRes on your iPhone? I have not. JMP Studio, what are you using to stream on TikTok? I'm using OBS and sending a virtual camera over to TikTok Live Studio, and then I'm sending that to the world. JMP Studio. I have not used, I don't have an iPhone. I've never bought an Apple product on purpose. I gave a girlfriend an iPad one time, so I'm kind of lying. Yeah. Yeah, I use all Samsung products and Windows stuff. Never used Apple products or iPhones or iMacs, or I guess in high school we had we all had iMacs. Please shout out, bro. Smith Kitty. Bro, I only have like 6 people in here, including you, man. Not much of a shout out, broski. And I need to use my S9 straight to TikTok using USB-C to USB-C to my laptop. No, you can use your cam link, bro, but you need to go live a couple more times, man. Dynasty 9000. I thought we went over this, bro. Be patient, young Padawan. Be patient. Yeah, I think you just need to go live to unlock, because TikTok Live Studio, when you just get it started, it has some like features that are limited until you yeah, that's what I was saying. You might be able to do USB-C to USB-C from your laptop to your camera and use it as a webcam, but it didn't sound like you were able to figure out how to do that. Does Lumix have a webcam app? IDK? Well, bro, what the fuck? If you don't know, bro, what the fuck? If you don't know, you literally have the camera in your hands. Like the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I know if I use my R50, here, it has a USB-C cable, and I can send a USB-C signal to my laptop directly, and then this, but there's a limitation with that where you can only use 1080p. And like, that's fine, because all of my cameras that you guys are watching me on right now, this is all 1080p, 30 FPS. You prefer Samsung camera or the iPhone ones? I don't have a Samsung camera, so iPhone. I'm for real too, bro. Evolve with KD, what up, brother? Brother. What systems do you edit on? Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro. Brother. Yeah, I use Adobe products. I meant, do you use PC or laptops, MacBook, M4? Oh no, I use PCs. Actually, I just added some stuff to my my thing here. I couldn't put my whole, actually I could probably add my whole PC, my workstation. So my work laptop is this guy right here, a Lenovo Legion Pro. This is what my work gave to me for my work, and this is what I use. Mine's a 5090 though. To do my editing on for work, and then for my PC at home I built this PC. These are all the components to it. So yeah, 5090, this godlike motherboard, which was crazy expensive, but I needed it. And if you guys are interested in any of the stuff that I use, you can find it in my first link in the description on YouTube. And if you're on TikTok, you can find it in my link in bio right here. Okay, I'll just go live a few more times. That's all you gotta do, bro. You're not missing out on anything, man. You're going to be right where you are in a couple of days when you go live. Just go live a few more times. I don't know if it's over the course of days or you just need to go live a couple of times throughout the same day. You a photographer? Yeah, content creator. Smith Ketty. Yeah, Smith Ketty. Photographer, video work, content creator, all that kind of stuff. All that good stuff. Thoughts on the Canon R5 for automotive photography? Hell yeah, dude. The R5's sick, bro. I have a few pieces myself. 5080 gaming, 2070 super for streaming. I also have a 3090 build. Nice, dude. I have a 3090 build as well. And mine's a 5090 in this big motherfucker that I have over here. I want to build me I have a bunch of RAM left over, and RAM is like crazy expensive. I don't want to sell my RAM. Look how expensive RAM is right now, you guys. Let's see. This is the RAM that I have. Let's see if I can find it. My workstation. I bought this shit. Bro, look at this fucking price, dude. $1,200 fucking dollars. That's nuts. Insane. I did not pay this much for the RAM. I think I probably paid like 600 bucks, maybe 700 for this RAM. Insane, dude. Yeah, RAM is stupid right now. But I have 2 extra. You guys want to see like a mortgage payment? Check this out. I could probably buy another camera with this. And then I have another set right here. I think this is like $10,000 right here. Yeah, I have 2 kits, this one, and then I have the one that's in my PC, of course. But yeah, this is about $2,000 worth of RAM. Well, maybe a little bit less because it's... Yeah, look, this is it right here. So 1,000 and 1,000. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Bro just flexing right now. Any specific reason RAM? AI. All of those cat videos that you see when they turn cats into Godzilla. That's why. Totally worth it in my opinion. It's gonna be a nice upgrade for my 80D here in a week or so. R5 or R5 Mark II for sure. This is like when people show off Rolexes. Yeah, right. I have another account where a gaming account on TikTok. And whenever I feel like trolling, I just pull out the RAM and kind of show it off to people. Is that a Herman Miller you're sitting? It is not a Herman Miller. Herman Millers are crazy expensive. I don't think I'd spend that much on a chair. This one was about 400 bucks. But Herman Millers are like in the thousands, I think. R6 Mark I or R6 Mark III, they're about the same price, brand new. R6 Mark III, brownie Pinoy for sure. Yeah. Would it be better if I move this chat over this way, or is it just too small altogether? I'll figure out a way to make it better. I like that it kind of worked though. I like that it did kind of work. Treat yourself. Dude, Crandall Office Furniture, they do remanufactured stuff. I got a steel cheap, a 2K chair. Fuck that, dude. I guess, man. What's your favorite color grading? I don't really do a lot of color grading. Leap V1. Amaran 60 or Westcott L6B00. Which one do you think is better? 60 watt isn't a lot, dude. Is the Westcott 60 as well? I would go Amaran. Amaran's a better brand. Amaran's like peak. Amaran and Aperture. Yeah, I would go with the Amaran for sure. But the lights that I use are from Zhiyun. Those are the lights that you see in my stream right now. Let's see. These are the lights that I use. Camera, where is it? Mics and audio. Where is it? Where do I have it? Here? I need to organize this better, you guys. I need to get better. Canon cameras, is it this? Camera accessories. Canon camera rigs, not that one. Nope. Zhiyun, by the way. Zhiyun is the Canon R50 media storage. Did I lose one? I don't think so. It had a bunch of items. It might be this one. Zhiyun. Anyways, I thought I had added them, but maybe they didn't post. Hello. Bro, which is better? Sony ZV-E10 or Sony 6400? ZV-E10 II. I would say definitely not the ZV-E10 1. Yeah, but I spent like $480 on it. Super comfy. You just sit in it. 12-year warranty. I get it. 60 watt is what I can afford starting out. I get it, bro. I get it. Yeah, I would get Zhiyun though. Zhiyun is what I like. And they cost about the same. I wish I could find it, but I can't seem to find it right now. Oh, my YouTube setup. This is what it is. Here it is. These are the lights here. So the X100, this is a 60 millimeter or 60 watt light right here. This is another 60 watt. This is what's lighting me literally right now. Mine's the RGB though. I have this one. 261. Yeah, I have 260 watt lights. So what you guys see in this room right now, that light back there is a 60 watt light. And this one right here, that's in front of me, you guys can't see, is a 60 watt light as well. I have an Amaran 60D with a mini dome. Yeah, mini domes are, I mean, they're fine. Corbin, you have an R50, right? I do, R50V. I do. Ooh. Here it is. Can I use a DJI Mic 2 and transmitter to do live stream on phone? Yes. Yes, you can. I do it all the time. Only $135 on Amazon right now. It's a pretty good deal. Hey man, do you know where I could get a working old Super 8 camera? MPB. MPB.com. Is that where? I don't even know if you can really. Let's find out. MPB.com. Let's find out. Super 8. Who makes that? Who makes a Super 8 camera? What lenses would you recommend for it? The Sigma lenses. I recommend the Sigma lenses for the Canon R50V. I got the Sigma lenses right here. There's the Sigma 12, the 16, the 30, the 23, the 10 to 18, the 17 to 40, the 18 to 50. There's a couple more. I do own all of them. I think I have the 23 here as well. You're looking at me through a 23 millimeter right now. So 60 watt is good for inside, outside portrait photos. Outside, you'll probably have to be very close with the light. Inside, I'm using 60 watts in here. And these are not even near 100% right now. So if you guys can see this view right now, I'll show you what the lights are at. Office studio. Yeah, so these lights are currently at like 50% and like 10%. So if I bump this up, like it's like super warm back there. And then if I bump this one up, that's 100% right there. But I don't like having them that bright. I just like having a kiss of color. Unknown user, should I get a 6700 so I can say 6.7 when I pull out my camera? If you have $100, want to get a decoration for desktop, what would you get if the color tone was white? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about the new EOS Canon R6 Mark III? I like it. I have one. They're very nice. The R6 Mark III is sick, dude. That's a really nice camera. Really nice camera. Some of the chats aren't showing up over here on my Caster Labs, which is weird. Thank you for the heart, me. Appreciate it. Appreciate. Who was that? Life Foe. Appreciate it. Would you recommend it for advanced intermediate photography? Yeah, I'd recommend the R6 Mark III for pretty much anything, man. R6 Mark III is sick. $11 viewers on YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Wow. What happens if I do this? Testing. It goes to YouTube. It does not go to TikTok. Oh, I get a little crown. R6 Mark III is a 3K camera. Jeez, yeah. Yeah. Totally worth it, though. Totally worth it. It just came out in December. It's a brand new camera. Literally came out in December. I am gonna bounce you guys. For those of you that are on TikTok and YouTube, if you haven't followed or subscribed yet, now is your opportunity to do so. My time is up tonight. I will be back tomorrow a couple of times throughout the day, so make sure that you guys are following or subscribed so that you can get your questions answered if you're interested. I gotta go. Dynasty 9000, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Everybody else that was in YouTube, adios.